सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, Mahayogi Swamy Umananda Saraswati ki jai. I humbly seek the blessings of Bhagwan Nityananda, Muktanand Baba and my revered Gurudev Mahayogi Swamy Umananda Saraswati. Before I take this session, welcome to the Academy. Today we are going to deal with a few questions from 21 to 24 and yes, they are going to be from, this is for the beginners, those who have recently joined. They are questions from text towards divinity, which is written by me, and it is based on the lectures of SIDDHA given by my Guru, which are basically in Marathi in the ashram, and I sort of translated them because that was the topic I wanted to select for my PhD. I have done my PhD in comprehension of God. It's a story we will come to later, but right now I had actually gone to the ashram to stay in order to do PhD on one of the subjects which are taught by my Guru. And SIDDHA was the subject then which I had taken, and I was studying about it. Let's say we'll come to the questions right now. If at all you join the Academy, or if you are on the path of Siddha Yoga, what should a seeker expect from this yoga? What should he expect? Suppose he decides to join the Academy and he starts following the instructions given. What should he expect in life? Why should he join? So, I will give you some very beautiful, interesting reasons for it. First reason, the person will know how to be always happy. that's I think so many of the couples, married people, after a couple of years in life, they've lost interest in living happily. Of course, they live together, they have their own reasons to enjoy, but somehow their happiness seems to be very less expressed. Or even sometimes, just today I received a call from someone from Rishikesh and he is angry. He says, "Where's God? I don't see any God anywhere." So I said, "What happened?" So he said, "I'm very disturbed. I don't, there's so many people who are disturbed." There's recently another person from Germany, I got a call. The person continuously anger bouts. Now all this, I'm not saying there could be other reasons also that they can be dissolved, but Siddha Yoga is one definitely yoga which will help you to be more happy in your life. So if you join, I'm sure I'll be able to add a little joy to your life. Second very important thing is you will start living by intuitions, and intuition makes you live in present times. Why is an intuition required? Because it deals with the present situation. You are not forced to live in past and future. You may be considering about the past and future, but in present, how to deal with either the past or the future is also told to you in present. So, suppose you are brooding about the future. Let's say you are worried about the future. So, the intuition you may get today is, I will help you to cross the bridge when it comes to. So, something like that will work out, and that intuition will bring you back to live in present and deal with the situation more perfectly. That's very essential. That's very essential. So, the first is it will make you happy. Secondly, you will be flooded with intuitions. And every time you have some question in your mind, there will be answer almost prompted to you because of your sadhana, because of your mindset, because of your surrender to this inner voice. I had talked about it earlier. So that will help you. You will start living by intuition, which will help you to live in present. You may be talking about the past, it's okay, but how to deal with it in present. You may be even worried about the future, but right now you have to know how to deal with what you are worrying about the future. So the present living gets most perfectly guided by intuitions in that particular period. So that is very important. Then it also makes you think a little differently. Your thinking level will be raised to a higher level. For example, I will give you an idea. Sometimes there is the word, we all are familiar with the word of gossip sessions. We all of us love it, but sometimes. But a time will come, if you are a student of this, the yoga or a yoga as such, you will start realizing that gossip session, especially if it is against somebody, we will discourage it. You will say, let's not talk against somebody behind their back. Or if it is gossip sessions about say mocking someone or making fun of someone or whatever, something which is not required. So you will start earlier, if you were doing it, you will stop doing it now. So it will take you to a little different level. You will select some good movies, or you will select a good crowd, or you will be with people of higher thinking. You may want to go and hear to a good orchestra, or you may want to go and attend a satsang. So your taste will start improving, taste will start improving, taste will start improving. So it's a very, gradually this growth will come into you, and your mind level of thinking will start rising. There will be a time when you will start speaking about divinity. You will start talking about holy people or visits to Himalayas, or you may be curious to learn about the lives of yogis. And slowly life will start taking a very different turn in your life. Very important fifth point is your life will fall into a very easy and normal way of living. You may not have so much efforts required. You may not need too many efforts to convince somebody in your family, or you may not have to argue your way out in families. It will become a very easy interaction between you and your family people, and there won't be an effort in everything. It will be a very smooth sort of a system around you. You will fall into a very easy living. Easy living. Your morning tea will be, the tea will be the same, but you will enjoy the cup of tea more. Your lunch will be beautiful. Your interaction with your family members will be loving. You will have a very pleasant atmosphere in the house. All this, now if you sometimes look into about 6 to 7 houses out of 10, either there are disputes going on, conflicts going on, arguments going on, outbursts going on, anger bouts are there, sulking is going on, somebody is ignored, somebody is hurt. All this will go away from the house. All the negative vibes will start minimizing. It's very important. It's very important. Just today I received a call almost at 12 midnight. And one of the youngsters called me and said, I don't know, I don't see any God anywhere. So I said, why are you so angry with the God now? He had reasons, of course. But then I told him, he's writing you, so you write to me, and somehow, well, I could talk to him, and I think he was okay after that. Well, so life starts becoming a little easier for us. Then you start becoming aware of your realization of your aim in life, your goal in life. You start becoming aware of it. What are you here for? Is realization something important? Is it necessary that you know your true self? Is it something other than what you are? All these questions which probably have not entered your mind till now, they will start coming to you. And your journey will be very beautifully focused gradually. Sometimes when you see a driver driving the car and from 60 to 70, then 70 to 80, like that, he slowly the speed goes up, or sometimes when there is a break, the speed starts coming down. So something like that, your focus point starts changing. It goes towards a higher goal, and the highest goal, of course, is self-realization, sakshatkar. So the person goes towards it and gradually wants to know what it is about. Then your actions also will take speed. Suppose you take about 2 hours to cook or 3 hours to cook every day, you may just take half an hour to cook. Sometimes you feel the clock has stopped, so fast you will be working. So if there is a change in the speed of your activity, your ability, it will improve, ability will improve, then life becomes active and meaningful. Today for 62 days, 68 days, almost 70 days now that we are in lockdown. We are all locked down. But luckily I was able to concentrate on trying to work on Vedas. Yes, by Guru Purnima I should be able to finish a 3rd chapter. I'd love to recite certain couplets every day whenever possible about Vedas. It's still, yes, it may interest you. It's coming up like a poetry. It will interest you. Okay, so it becomes more meaningful. Your life will not be, you won't know, like when you get up, you won't know, now what should I do, why should I do all this, what is this also for, why am I working so hard, why am I not getting a job? All these whys will end, they will start ending. You will start living a very meaningful life. Then you will also feel, those who are a little already established in a mindset like this, they will start developing far-sightedness. We call it Duradrishti. That means you will be able to anticipate in advance the plus and minuses or the problems and the solutions of future for yourself. I will start anticipating, seeing, like you call it far-sightedness. Now when a perfect yogi will see with visual, through visual also he will be able to see what's going to happen after 10 years. But if not visually, mentally, a perfected yogi will start understanding what can be the result after 10 years. So this far-sightedness, insight will become sharp. You will have a strong insight, and you will be comparatively, you will start going into silence. You will have little to say, and without saying much you will communicate. You don't have to argue with somebody and fight your ways out or convince somebody with your fighting. You will just give it up. My guru used to say, in the battle of words, like a tug of war, you have one end of the rope, the other has the other end of the rope. You keep on pulling and you feel you are losing it. Just let the rope go. And the person in front may feel winning, but they may fall. So something like that, your verbal conflicts and all, you will start letting them go. You won't try to convince. They will get convinced, or it won't make much difference to you. So that is something very important. This is this insight and maintaining silence, that silence will come. And you will start following a life of meditation and pursuit of knowledge, and you may enter into practicing all these things. So life itself will start changing for you. If you become a student of Siddha Yoga, and the more and more we are going to practice and study, I'll also find on July, I'll try and see if we can, Sankalpa Diksha, I will give all those who would like to receive meditation Diksha. We'll come to it after the second question, we'll tell you about it. So then there is a very nice thing about the Siddhas. They learn from fools and they teach the wise. They will learn from fools and they will teach the wise. So it's something that easily they will make the person who's mentally not very smart, they'll make them feel very good about themselves by saying that tell me this, tell me this, tell me this. And then when they are very wise people who are going to, they will be able to come out with ideas which will make the wise people also feel that they need to change a little. So it's a very beautiful way. Once you get into this path, there will be a lot of advantages which will come to you. Question 2 is, who is a guru? A guru is Anugrahika Shakti. It is just a power of God which will invoke Kundalini in you. It's like one lamp touching the other and lighting by one lamp you light the other lamp. So God uses one to enlighten the other. That's all. Guru is the one who is used by God as an Anugrahika Shakti. Anugraha is initiation. Anugrahika Shakti and this Guru can invoke Kundalini. They can make you realize what is the spiritual wealth within you. They will lead you to that wealth. They will lead you to that wealth and they will regulate your life. They will regulate your life. If it is aimless, you will find an aim. If it is jobless, you will get a job. If it's without a partner, you will find a partner. If there are any drawbacks in your life, they will be set right. How do you sort of set back a train which is derailed, you put that back on the track. Something like that. A guru will put your life back on track. I will give you my, when I was also in a very bad shape when I went to my guru in 1979. Emotionally I was disturbed, physically I was dislocated, place-wise, residential place-wise. A lot of problems had come my way. And the moment I went to my guru's ashram, and I just went and suddenly I felt grounded. I felt grounded. And I knew this was one focal point. If I hold on too tight, then whichever way, I need to move this way and that way, I won't feel lost because there is some, like suppose you have a house of your own. So even if you go out, you wander everywhere and then you have a place to go back to, a house. So this coming back to an original stable self, that stable self you discover. You discover that stable self. There was a time I needed jobs and I was wondering how to go about it. But I realized it when I worked for about 4 jobs I took per day. Every day I was attending to 4 different jobs. I did it. There was a time I needed to work. And when I did it, I realized that no, with a little efforts if I put in, I can hold the fort. I can hold the fort. So that feeling of stability, that comes when you meet your master. So Guru is that Anugrahika Shakti, which will immediately make you feel firmly stable in your own self. You will start feeling more confident about yourself. You might realize, and life will start changing, it will become richer. You will start earning more, you will start making more friends, you will be more confident, you will be more kind, you will be compassionate. Because there will be something which is firm in you, which has helped you to stand firm. The moment you are firm and stable, when you are stable and not shaken easily, life becomes easy for you. So this is the power of a guru in your life. The moment a guru comes, your life starts changing for something better. After meeting a guru, has your life improved? If, then you have found your guru. If it has not improved, then you still need to find a guru. But if it has improved, then you be rest sure that your life that you have found your Guru. Question 23rd is, what indicates Guru's grace? As I told you, it gets filled with bliss and satisfaction. For no reason, you may not feel, it may not be joyous bounce, like you won't have to jump around all the time. But even if a bad situation comes in your life, you will be able to say, well, that's okay, that will pass, I'm sure it will pass, I'm sure it will pass. So this sort of a stable mind, a peaceful mind and a blissful mind, I will put the word blissful, because it will make you feel, my God, I can deal with it now. I can go through it. I can go through difficult times without getting shaken up. There are so many people who see the lowmost ebb in life, and they know that this is how low. The moment you really go deep down low, and then you suddenly realize, oh well, it's not that bad. For example, now 70, 80 days of lockdown. It is for people who are comparatively comfortable. Of course, it must have been difficult for some. But for people who are comparatively comfortable, they have their own room, they have their own attached toilets, they have a two-day meal without much worry about them. And it's 60 days of lockdown or 80 days of lockdown. Well, you could do it. I mean, I just needed about 2 to 3 sets of changing clothes and just my little medicine box and my pen and paper, my specs, and I was okay in a room for 60, 70 days. I could deal with it. And of course, on YouTube, somebody put it that for 70 days we are cribbing, and people like Savarkar lived for 27 years in jail. Well, of course, sometimes when you see, even Mandela had to pass through that. So, there can be difficult times, no doubt. But comparatively, God, once Guru or Siddha Yoga comes in your life, life does fall into an easier pattern. It will be more meaningful. You will be able to make use of that time. Now, this lockdown period, instead of going out, I have been locked in, but I could make use of it to study, and probably I would not have been achieve a lot. I have achieved a lot during these 70 days. My writings and all have, a number of pages have increased or whatever. Now there is another, is there any qualification required for it? More than required, that what you will develop, I will tell you. You will develop Vivek and Vairagya. What is Vivek? Discriminating between right and wrong. That's good enough. Then why Vairagya? Why do you have to? I am not telling you to leave life. I am asking you, Vairagya will help you to leave the wrong. Otherwise, though sometimes we know what is right from wrong, we are not able to leave the wrong. So this Vivek and Vairagya, these will come to you together. So Siddha Yoga is a very beautiful path. Thousands of saints have gone by this path. They have got enlightened. It's a sure, short method for realization. So we are just doing the first text, and all those who have newly joined in, because I have received their fees, very nice of them. Thank you for all those who have contributed for the ashram fees. And again I repeat, those who would like to join the academy, please send me your details, name, email addresses and addresses on my WhatsApp number 9511602400. Yes, this is Swamy Radhikananda from Pune. Well, we have touched almost 25 questions from the first text, and those who want to give me a summary, what if you have understood something, just send me 3 lines of what you have understood from these last 25 questions. Just 3 lines I want, not more, because we may not get so much time, I may be busy, but just send me in 3 lines on my WhatsApp, whatever you feel you have what has really touched you, or what has given you the feeling that, well, the message is beautiful. Okay, this is Swamy Radhikananda. I repeat the number 9511602400. Thank you.